We're joined on badgerbeat.com by Badger Beat columnist Tom Oates, who's going to grade the Badgers in their win over BYU. Oates, I'm not going to try to spoil the surprise, but you're starting to grade like a hard professor here. Let's start with the offense. A B. James White doesn't boost the curve up to an A?
James White would get an A, but we're not grading individually here. No, James White did a great job. He's really come alive here down the stretch of his senior year. Become a great threat as a runner and a runner and a receiver. The only reason that's a B, I think, is Wisconsin left too many points on the field. That's been a season-long problem. They settled for a couple of field goals. They had a couple of first half turnovers. Just left a few too many points on the board. But BYU made it tough for the Badgers to run, but they stuck with it. And the second half, they ran the ball pretty well. Joel Stave had a reasonably efficient game, but he still continues to miss an occasional pass that makes everyone groan. But he's getting better game by game. All in all, I thought it was a B performance.
Outstanding. All right, defense B plus. Why don't you explain what went into that grade?
Yeah, the only thing that spoiled that was giving up about 150 yards about 150 yards on two late drives. One of which BYU scored, and the other one they ended up on the 25 as time expired. I thought, for the most part, that grade, if you want to give me
if I want to ride you, that's the one to ride you on, huh?
Give me that. That might have been an A minus, an A minus situation because they took a very high-powered offense, a very hard offense to defend, and I thought they really dominated the quarterback, and that's what you do against these fast-paced, no-huddle, spread, option teams. You take the quarterback, you make the quarterback work, and they did a great job of that. They controlled Taysom Hill's running and forced him to throw, and he wasn't a good enough thrower consistently good enough thrower to beat them.
Special teams a C plus today. Jack Russell makes his first 2 college field goals, but all in all, still some things that need to be shored up.
Yeah, they gave up a couple of returns that you didn't like, and a few things here and there. Drew Meyer, I don't think is having the greatest year punting. I think he's been a terrific punter throughout his career. I think they're asking him to do some things. He's had some windy days. It just seems to me that he has never gotten into a great rhythm this year. I don't think the special teams were bad by any stretch, and I thought they were fairly solid. Kensel Doe had a nice punt return that got the ball down deep into BYU territory. The emergence of Jack Russell as a dependable kicker, hopefully. He didn't kick any long ones today, but from inside the 40, he certainly looks like he's a reliable kicker, and it's been a while since Wisconsin could say that.
So like every student, they might have a chance to improve their grade as we go forward. Let's see, coaching, a B there for the Badger coaching staff against BYU.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw anything exceptional on the offensive coaching side. I certainly thought that the defense designed by Dave Aranda was outstanding. His knowledge of BYU, Gary Anderson's knowledge of BYU, I think probably helped. But they came up with a really solid defense. And prior to those last 2 drives, when I think Wisconsin clearly throttled down and maybe went into more of a prevent style defense, I thought prior to that the defense was A quality. And they had some funky schemes and 2, 4, 5 defenses and things like that, but they really, like I said, they kept BYU off balance and they attacked the quarterback.
Overall, I would see a B and bring on the rest of the Big Ten schedule.
Yeah, heck of a win. I think BYU's a very good team. They were 6-2. They'd beaten good teams. They were on a roll. This was an outstanding win. I guess the only thing is you look at it, and if you're trying to impress voters across the country, you would have maybe liked to seen the Badgers put the pedal to the metal a little more, and because to me that felt like a 21 to 28 point game difference in that game, and it ended up a 10-point game. But it's a minor complaint. But when you're trying to get to a BCS game, these things count.
Well, we'll see where the Badgers go from here. That's Tom Oates. Those are his grades. The Badgers beat BYU.